What I'm worried about is CTE more than anything, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like what he did to you with those chair shots.
Yeah. Can somebody answer that phone? Okay, go.
Oh man! Wow, Matt.
Mark,
Hey, are you looking for a guest host? I know there's one that's going to be available.
One's going to be available
really soon.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for a job.
He wears sandals sometimes. He answers to the name of Bud.
Debo. You almost killed a man.
I did,
brother.
Okay.
So the chair shots have become very famous. That you.
Okay.
You
In my
did.
defense, go back and look at the whole scope of how I swing a chair.
Yeah.
I hit everybody the same. There was no malice. There was no like, oh, I'm going to try and hurt the greenhorn. If you look at all my chair shots, when we could hit. Now granted, at the time, we did not know about
business.
We did not know about CTE, and I came up in a generation where that's how you swung a chair.
Yeah.
And I have been accused, and I'm getting a little bit hot about it.
At you.
Yeah, because you feed them.
At you, sandal boy.
You know what? The chair. I've been accused of smashing Canyon. I've been accused of smashing Canyon with a chair because he was gay.
Oh God.
I didn't even know he was gay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know until like years later.
And did you care when you did find out?
No,
Of course
I could care less.
Of course
Yeah.
I mean, but there's people out there that have created that rumor. Well, Undertaker smashed him. Undertaker swung a chair the way Undertaker swung a chair. I didn't expect anything. I didn't. If I swung a chair at somebody the way I swung it, I'd expect the same one back.
Yeah.
Watch me and Triple H. He beat the crap out of me with this. That's just the way I learned how to swing a chair. Brody hit me with a chair in my first match that I thought broke my spine. That's just the way I came up.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing now what we do about head injuries,
Right. Yeah.
it's a different deal. I would say, okay, make sure that you get your hands up, and that's always been an option too. Is
You didn't tell me make sure you keep your hands down. That was all me. I just knew I wasn't going to be the guy that puts my hand up on the first chair shot I took. You took amazing care of me. He walked me through everything that I would be involved in that night, and backstage told me, this chair shot, brother, I'm gonna have to bring it, but I'm gonna hit you flush, I'm gonna hit you square, and I know they're outlawed and they're out of the business now, and for the better.
Yeah.
But as long as you hit someone right here in the crown, and this is not this ain't gonna be popular take, but it's safe. It's as safe as you can do it.
Yeah.
He didn't hit me in the back of the head. He didn't. It sounded a whole lot worse.
because I hit him
than
in the middle,
right in the middle
of the chair, where it's the most flexible.
I thought it was a great chair
It
shot. To be
was.
honest with you, it's got millions of views across the internet.
I love it.
Obviously, people are talking about it, and I got heat, but
You have no heat over here. It raised my toughness level.
Yeah.
People are like, God damn, Maven can take a chair shot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he took it like a champ, man.
So.
Yeah, there are the I Quit match between Rock and Mankind.
Yeah.
I mean, Mick, gosh Almighty,
Rocky brought him.
And Rock brought him. But
Is there a way to take a chair shot? Because the way you took it was absolutely amazing.
I think that's the only way to take it. Actually, to not tense up. I think is if you can. They say, in a car wreck, alcoholics actually, because their body's looser. They go with it. I think if you just go with it, it's the best way to take. That chair shot didn't hurt, and I've said it. stung the way if you like kick your toe on the.
I mean, it is metal.
Yeah,
it is
it's
metal.
going to hurt. No, yeah, but it's
Like, you know when you stub your toe on your bed?
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. For 10 seconds, that's the worst pain on earth.
Oh, yeah,
You can
absolutely.
hack my arm off. It's not going to hurt worse than that is for 10
Yeah.
seconds. For 10 seconds, it stung, and then it went away.
So
Yeah.
thanks
No
for
heat.
thank you. Thank you
to
for not
heat.
having heat.
Yeah, I'm just-
No
That's
heat
just
here.
difference than anybody who's,
Do you have a chair
professional.
lying around? You can show them.
I would love to show him. I would love to show him.
The other chair shot that is pretty famous that you took from Undertaker was the one on the neck.
the throat.
Yeah, on the throat. And
Was that the one where I slammed you down
Yes.
on it?
Yes.
That's why he talks so beautifully now.
Fix
I
my
gave him
larynx.
those golden pipes because I crushed his
Fix my
larynx.
larynx.
And I mean, because that's a little bit different of a chair shot than you typically
Yeah.
would see or something like that. I mean, to me, I look at that and I go, man, that is
Cool bump.
It's almost, I feel like it's more dangerous to
No.
do that than it would be to take one on the head
Who
just in case.
controls that? Who controls that whole bump?
Me.
Really?
And he showed it to me beforehand. I don't know why we don't see that more.
Yeah.
Because that's the easiest bump. We were going over it, ahead of time, and he told me, he's like, I'm gonna grab you by the back, I'm gonna take the chair, I'm gonna put it to your chest. At that point, grab it on both ends, and then as he's pulling me back, it's all on me to go down. It looks devastating because he doesn't even slam me down on it. It looks devastating. You told me, you were like, now when you hit, toss it, and that'll just sell it. And it didn't even come close to my throat. It's the easiest bump. I don't know why people don't do it now.
It looks devastating.
It does.
And it's really safe.
So I don't know if you remember this, but Kurt Hennig comes up to me after that. And we were in Richmond Coliseum, and he finds me. He's in his street clothes, got his fanny pack on, and he's like, Maven. He's like, man, you need to protect Taker. If I was you, I'd go out and I'd find a neck brace and wear it. And that's the reaction, because I came to you and I was like, take like a kid asking for an extension on their homework. I was like, Taker, I'll do it if you think I should wear. And you did that exact reaction. You giggled just like that, and you went, you're all right, kid.
Yeah. Kurt was bad, man. He was bad.
But listen, if you would have had a little bit of Mr. Fuji or a little bit of Paul Bear in you, I would have been running to CVS.
Getting a neck
And
brace.
I would have been walking around.
You've been in here with a neck
He
brace
could have had
on.
me in a neck brace for a month.
I don't rib. I don't want to be ribbed. That's it.
He could have been like, you know what? One more week with the neck brace, and I think you can take it off. And I'd have been like, you got it.
So, anyway, would you like to apologize to me now?
No. I was not accusing you of.
No,
necessarily-
there was a tone of accusing.
I was just saying
that a word?
maybe.
Accusatorial. I think it was accusatorial tone there.
Do you think so? Well, I apologize. Now that we've heard from the
I
victim.
mean, you led in the conversation with an apology.
Yeah, there was
warranted.
very.
I
an
felt like
apology
maybe
warranted.
one was.
Yeah.
I mean, after watching it, I was like, man,
See, that's why we're professionals and you're a mark. This is a prime example.
this is exactly
This
what
is
it
exactly.
I guess you're right about that. Yeah, it's I could see that. So I'm
Professional.
sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for accusing you of.
The apology came from where he didn't expect himself.
Right?
He didn't foresee that.
He didn't see
It's
that.
funny.
He didn't
It's
see that
funny
coming.
how the
Yeah, funny how things
funny
come
how
full
that
circle.
works out, right?
Now the Coco thing, that's still debatable. If we could only get the shot from the other side, I
We
think
can
I
see
would.
how much you protected it.
how much I protected him.
How much do you think his head missed the mat by?
0 inches.
No, we're not Hogan. I'm talking about Coco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Coco was the very first tombstone that I give, and the shot that they have,
Right.
Like, I was nervous as hell, so I gave him the tombstone with my back to hard camera.
Okay.
So it looks like I crunched him.
Killed him.
And two, I must have hit him because
Do you think you spiked him?
he was pissed afterwards, and I don't know if he was pissed because the new guys come in and, I cleaned house and did all that. Me and Coco are cool, but it's just, I'd always thought like, man, I think he overreacted on that. And, he ended up, backstage getting in my face and I apologized. Like, look, my intention is not to hurt anybody.
Right.
I pride myself on being safe. And, he's giving me the riot act. He's like, man, I'll give you my body. You got to protect me. And I'm like,
I like how he does it.
I'm like, Coco, I promise, I apologize. If I, if I was stiff, I apologize. And he just kept going to the point where I was like, dude, we got to go out in the lot because I can't apologize to you anymore. Yeah. There's only so much that I can say. And then he walked off. He said, well, you just need to be safer.
Right.
And I'd always felt like I had taken better care of him than what.
Was there the one shot, the hard camera shot?
Yes, and it's at my back.
So
Would
there's
you like
no
to
proof.
see it?
Love to.
Love you have it queued up?
I can have it
Probably
done.
a few things he keeps.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, like where he landed.
I'd love to see another angle.
Right, another
Love
angle.
To see another angle.
But
I mean, he's walking.
no, he's fine. Right?
He's walking.
And he said, "Hey," and he put.
He didn't wheel up to
What
it.
a
His
great
tweet was amazing.
His tweet was just awesome.
What was it?
Well, 'cause this aired, and then he tweets. He goes, "I was 6'4" before this tombstone."
That's good.
I had to pop on that one.
That's good.
But yeah, so hopefully, we'll things happen sometimes.
I think it's just it was a different business, and I don't know. I'm not familiar with how it is now. I know it's a fast-paced business now, but working with guys like Bob Holly, working with guys, they wanted you to lay stuff in. I still remember, and the line that still rings in my head: "Hit me hard in safe places."
Yep.
And to me, that was just the best way to do it, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hit me in the back, lay it in.
Yeah.
My back's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So
No, that's my adage too.
Yeah.
I'd rather, I'll take one in the chops, and other than somebody missing.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's just that's just the way it's because a lot of times you get hit and you don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what it's coming, and then somebody will miss you.
Right.
And then you're you're selling.
Then you look like
Look like a the whole
Yeah,
thing looks like a
absolutely.
fart. It just looks like it looks awful. So you're not going to hit anybody, you hit somebody in the shoulder blades.
You're not gonna hurt
You're
them.
not going to hurt them, man.
At
so
all.
just smack the shit out of them, and I've worked with a few people that just like a punch was needed, but they couldn't throw a punch. I was like, dude, this, if I know it's coming. You're not gonna knock me out, or it's gonna. You're gonna. We may have a discussion after we're in the back, but I'd rather you hit me,
right,
than miss me,
right.
because you're making me look like, and that's not.
You're making our job harder.
You're making it a lot
Because
harder.
To answer if it's the same for you, I don't. When I'm in that ring, I didn't feel. Things didn't hurt. I broke my leg. And I knew it was broken, but the pain came later.
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline, adrenaline's real.
It's
And
really yes.
You don't feel things. Now you might feel something being a little stiff or in there or tight, and you. I loved it though. You were talking about. I mean, Godfather, one of your best friends. And I love that you were talking about how you had to,
dude.
ease him up a little bit.
I thought he was gonna kill me. I had to get a jump on him.
The adrenaline goes both ways.
Oh, it does go both ways. So you have a natural adrenaline, and then you have actually another like a spike of adrenaline when you do get hurt. I think, because you understand, like, I've still got I've got 10 minutes left in this match, and I know there's something wrong with my arm, and your body gets flooded with that adrenaline, and you figure out, okay, how am I going to get through the rest of this without being able to use my arm or whatever the situation is? So adrenaline is real, man. There's a lot of nights that I wouldn't have made it without that adrenaline spike, and it's there's a lot to be said for that.